Hi there. Good news. We've already talked a lot about reviews, but let's go a little deeper into the Google reviews section of Google My Business and just why they're so important. We know that we need to generate them as much as we need to manage them. We have fake reviews to sometimes contend with or negative reviews, and we've got to have a policy or some kind of internal communications plan as to how we answer them, in what type of timely fashion we deal with them, and just what kind of weight we put on them. And hopefully that weight is increasing as we know them to be so important. If nothing else, just remind yourself if you need to kind of prioritize reviews. This is so apparent when someone searches for you, as we've seen in some of those search examples. The fact that reviews shows up right below your website or your company name in a search result is crazy. How many stars your average star ranking, and then how many reviews you have. And then, I can easily click on those and go there before I go anywhere else just to see what people are saying. And if you're like me or my husband in particular, he lives and dies by product reviews. It's the first thing he reads. And when he says to me, I think we should get, our son those new snow boots, he's like, your reviews are good. We should probably, it's all he pays attention to. And he's in or he's out based on reviews, whether it's on Amazon or Google or Facebook or whatever. So trust me when we say that they carry a lot of weight and they're worth paying attention to. So there you have it. We trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations. We can tell when they're BS. We know when they're like flooded with some kind of fake review service or somebody has done that just to bump their positive reviews. And we can smell the BS a mile away, as I said. So really kind of leaning on some of your close contacts and clients and friends and family perhaps to bolster a few reviews to start. That's not to say they're fake reviews, but it does get you off and running. And this is a numbers game. If you have one-star review, you've got some work to do. Doesn't mean you're a terrible business. It just means that someone was angry enough about that one time they didn't get XYZ. And unfortunately for you, there's not much you can do about it. You can't remove that review. You can flag it or complain about it to Google, but it takes a lot to get a review removed unless it's absolutely like hateful or completely proven as, fake or false. So the better thing to do is just play the numbers game and get those positive reviews up and watch your kind of law of averages come into effect. And I know that what you're doing is good, or you wouldn't be doing it. So many of us are just not asking, or we're too afraid to ask for people to weigh in and help us kind of grow our referral base. So social proof is what this all is, and it's so important. It drives purchases, it drives loyalty, it drives other referrals. They make us more visible. This is a ranking factor, as we've seen. So imagine what it can mean for Google to see that we have 500 5-star reviews and just a couple 4 stars. Google's like, amen, this company is worth serving up. They are doing good stuff and we are in good shape to recommend them in search queries. They make us look trustworthy. They expand the conversations about us and really just so important in helping people make purchase decisions. How do we do this consistently? How do we start to create a plan, and how do we incorporate review building and citation building into our marketing mix? Again, sounds pretty boring and not something that we would consider to be a high priority tactic because we're so worried about what our Instagram stories look like, which important, yes, but this too carries so much weight. So worth creating a bit of a plan for yourself and slotting it into your content calendar or marketing plans. Simply asking for them. Start there. Maybe you want to have a shortened link to a card or email that's one-click direct. And if you go into your Google My Business listing or profile, scroll down to the leave a review section and shorten that. So you're going to get that button. You'll see if you hit leave a review, I can do it, or within my own profile, or strangers can see that as well. It's going to take me to a link that is directly to my company's review page. I can shorten that using Bitly or Owly or another link shortener so it's not so long. And then I can, start to utilize that in my email signature, on my website, in a follow-up survey. And here's a key. You want to ideally ask for a review at what we love to call the moment of highest delight. When is that for your customers? Is it at checkout where they've just bought that thing and they can't believe they bought it and they're so excited? Is it when they receive it in the mail, but it's not some cheesy QR code? Is there another or a little card in the mail that's like written in bad English that says, please like us on Facebook and leave a review. No, thank you. And don't promise me some piece of garbage if I do. What creative ways can you go about inciting, encouraging, rewarding reviews that doesn't feel bought? There's nothing worse than getting out of your Uber and having the driver insist that you give them a 5-star review. Give me a yeah, and you're like, no, you can't ask for it, but there are certain ways. So I challenge you to think about the ways that you've been most excited to give a review. For me, it's just naturally when someone's done a great service. Google Maps, as I said, prompts me sometimes, would you like to leave a review? Awesome. But what ways can you go about doing it that is, fun for your customers or clients and, ideally serves your greater purpose? Dealing with fake or negative reviews, not fun for anybody, but something that we need to have a plan for, as I've talked about already. We can't run away from them. We can't remove them on our own accord. And there's plenty of articles that you can kind of research if you need to how to tackle this issue. And as I said, I think it's important not to be a doormat and be completely walked over and just say, thank you very much. It's equally important not to ignore them. And perhaps finding a way to explain the situation from your point of view can go a lot further. One time my husband said to me, Kelly, I don't take any businesses seriously unless they have a 1-star review. They're not legit. And it's the way, as I said earlier, that a company responds to that 1 or 2-star review that can really hit it home and make a difference. So don't be too afraid of them, especially if you're proud and you stand behind what you have to offer, and find a way to authentically respond as if someone was approaching you face to face and shouting at you. How are you going to respond? You're not just going to say, thank you very much and walk away. You're probably going to, tell your side of the story a little bit and work towards making them happy as much as you can, but recognizing that some people just can't be made happy. All right, we're rounding out here with module number 6 next. We're going to look at local Google Ads, and then I'm going to send you on your way. See you there.